you had these pictures, and then you gave them to somebody else to have them scanned in so they could be put on a CD. It's your legal obligation to make sure that the person to whom you've given these pictures is someone who you trust that will do the job and give the pictures back to you. Okay? And I'm not sure in this case that you used reasonable care to do that. I mean, this person here is someone who you cannot get a hold of right now. Someone whom you've known, apparently, but yet now has dropped off the face of the earth. And I think before you give something as precious as pictures to a person such as that, you've got to use reasonable care to make sure this person is reputable, someone that you know, someone who will do what he's supposed to do with the pictures and return them to you so you can give them back to their owners. I don't think in this case you did that simply because this person is gone. Is gone. So you couldn't have known this person very well, or if you did know the person very well and you gave the pictures to that person anyway, then you were negligent in giving the pictures to someone who you didn't trust. So in either case, I don't think that you acted the way a reasonable person should act with these pictures in terms of giving them to somebody who is gone. If you do it quickly, ma'am.
They mentioned they scanned some of the pictures, so they knew they were supposed to be scanned.
That doesn't matter.
I mean, I'm just saying this.
No, I don't want to hear it. It doesn't matter.
I mean, if they have scanned part of them, they knew they were supposed to be scanned. My one aunt, Sandra, came up to me when we were in mediation and said that, oh, it's my fault. I knew I was supposed to scan them. So it's not like they didn't know they were supposed to scan them.
That doesn't matter, ma'am. I mean, you had the pictures, and when you have the pictures, you've got to be reasonable in caring for them, okay? And you gave them to somebody who disappeared. That's what you did. That's what you're telling me here.
I was under a lot of stress. I had just lost my mom, and she'd been sick for over a month and a half.
And I can appreciate that.
I was not thinking with a clear mind.
Maybe not. But the bottom line is you gave the pictures to somebody who is gone. You don't know where this person is, right?
No, I don't.
Okay.
If I did, we wouldn't be here.
That's right.
I gave the only thing I could give them is what I had gotten.
Okay, so
and being as honest as I could.
You were negligent in giving these pictures to this person, and I described why I thought you were negligent earlier. So you are liable to that extent to these people. Now the problem here is it's very difficult to put a value on these pictures because they're not something that you can go out and sell. They have a personal type of value to it, not so much a monetary value. The only thing I can do in small claims court is award money. I don't have the powers that a circuit court judge would have in terms of ordering people to do things. That's injunctive relief. I can't do that here in small claims court or in district court. We don't have that type of power. As I said, we just order money. We just say money has to be paid, and that's it. So what I have to attempt to do, and it's going to be hard, but what I have attempted to do is to put some value on these pictures because that's all I can do. And you know, I don't really know how to do that because you really can't. But I've got to do something because that's the only way that we can attempt to come up with some fair resolution to the case. What?
Part of what they're talking about with receipts and that is for the boards they put together that my brother already offered them money and they said no, that was a donation.
Well, whatever. Well, we're not getting into that. We are not getting into that here today.
Well, that's part of what they're asking for.
I'm going to put a value of $250 on the pictures, and I don't. Again, it's not a number that necessarily reflects what they're actually worth, but we've got to do something. Presume you sued for $100 originally, so I'm starting kind of with that figure and adding a little bit to account for sentimental value. What?
I did one for the minute to 200, so actually.
Well, you're getting $250, okay? So you're getting an extra $50. What?
I heard you say something about circuit court. Is there a possibility of going there to get our pictures?
No.
Stop laughing.
You've got a problem, and I don't want to be too much into this because it's legal advice, but you have a problem because if you go to circuit court, they may defend it by saying the case has already been decided here. You can't sue for the same case in more than one court.
Because you understand what we truly want is our
I
pictures.
do know what you want, but you brought the case in small claims court.
Yeah, that's all. That's
and
what
that's
Well, if we
That's
can't
where it
have the
is.
pictures, then what I want is enough money for that. It's gonna cause her a hardship that. us not
Ma'am, no,
having the
no,
pictures
we don't
causes.
do that here in small claims court, okay?
You said you allow money,
Yeah, and $250 is what you're gonna get,
okay?
okay? Now, I don't know if that's gonna be a hardship to her or not, I don't
No.
really care. That's
It
not,
will not.
we're not here to punish people, we're here to do some sense of rough justice. So, $250, I'm going to add costs consisting of a $25 filing fee and a $23 service fee. It's a total of $48 in costs, bringing the total to $298. Ms. Stidham, that you have to pay, and it's only to Ms. McIntosh and Ms. Raymer because those are the two plaintiffs in this case. Ms. Lambert is not a party to the case, so technically you don't owe her any money. And you owe the other two $298, and if they want to give Ms. Lambert something, they can. If, Ms. Stidham, you give them the pictures, then you don't have to pay them any money. If these pictures magically turn up, if you somehow can find this person who has these pictures and get those pictures from him to return to these women, you don't owe them a dime. But if you can't do that, then you're going to have to compensate them for your negligence, which I'm saying is worth $298. You understand that? Okay. You have a judgment for $298. That'll conclude this hearing. You're welcome.
The defendant is really saying that the plaintiffs should have made copies of those pictures. And you know what? She's right. If you have valuable documents or pictures, the best thing to do is to make copies. However, that is not a defense if you lose them. You're responsible. If you find that you are involved in a dispute that you can't resolve, small claims court may be the answer. Thanks for watching Case Closed. I'm Charlie Langton.